Profiling uses. Topic: E-governance, applications, models, successes, limitations, and potential. Common Services Centers (CSCs). Context: CSC SBIRD, a special purpose vehicle under the Ministry of Electronics and IT, has entered into agreement with HDFC Bank to enable its 3-block village-level entrepreneurs VLs managing the Common Services Centers operate as banking correspondents of HDFC Bank. Under the agreement, VLs of CSC will work as banking correspondent of HDFC Bank and support the government initiative to promote financial inclusion and make banking services more accessible in rural areas. Significance: this agreement is expected to be a game changer as it would significantly contribute to government's objectives of enabling direct benefit transfer (DBT) of various schemes. Women, senior citizens and persons with disability will especially get benefited through this initiative. This will facilitate withdrawal and deposit of government entitlements such as payments under MGNREGA as well as various social welfare schemes like widow pension, handicapped and old age pension, etc. What are CSCs? Common Services Centers (CSCs) are a strategic cornerstone of the Digital India program. They are the access points for delivery of various electronic services to villages in India, thereby contributing to a digitally and financially inclusive society. CSCs enable the 3 vision areas of the Digital India program. Digital infrastructure as a core utility to every citizen. Governance and services on demand. Digital empowerment of citizens. Significance of CSCs. CSCs are more than service delivery points in rural India. They are positioned as change agents, promoting rural entrepreneurship and building rural capacities and livelihoods. They are enablers of community participation and collective action for engendering social change through a bottom-up approach with key focus on the rural citizen. Key facts: the CSC project, which forms a strategic component of the National E-Governance Plan, was approved by the government in May 2006 as part of its commitment in the National Common Minimum Program to introduce e-governance on a massive scale. It is also one of the approved projects under the Integrated Mission Mode projects of the National E-Governance Plan. What's important? For prelims, CSCs, MVP, SIDBI. For mains, CSCs and their significance, VLs and their role in rural economy. Sources: Fiat. Paper 3. Topic: Minimum support prices. Minimum support prices (MSPs). Context: giving a major boost for the farmer's income, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved the increase in the minimum support prices (MSPs) for all kharif crops for 2018-19 season. What is it? In theory, an MSP is a minimum price set by the government at which farmers can expect to sell their produce for the season. When market prices fall below the announced MSPs, procurement agencies step in to procure the crop and support the prices. Who announces? The Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs announces MSP for various crops at the beginning of each sowing season based on the recommendations of the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices (CACP). The CACP takes into account demand and supply, the cost of production and price trends in the market among other things when fixing MSPs. Why is it important? Price volatility makes life difficult for farmers. Though prices of agri-commodities may soar while in short supply, during years of bumper production, prices of the very same commodities plummet. MSPs ensure that farmers get a minimum price for their produce in adverse markets. MSPs have also been used as a tool by the government to incentivize farmers to grow crops that are in short supply. Way ahead. Trends in MSP impact the availability of key food crops and food inflation. MSP is also a good tool to ensure that farmers produce what is most lucrative for them, given consumer demand. However, in recent years, there have been large-scale imports of pulses and oilseeds into India with high costs adding to consumer price inflation. Unless the center increases state procurement of these crops, the bias towards rice, wheat and sugarcane where minimum prices are fixed by states may continue. Pulses are a cheap source of protein for the masses. What's important? For prelims, MSP, crops covered, how is it decided? For mains, MSP, need, significance, concerns and rectifying measures. Sources: The Hindu. Topic: Inclusive growth and issues arising from it. Recapitalization of RRBs. Context: Cabinet approves extension of scheme of recapitalization of regional rural banks up to 2019 to 20. Impact: this will enable the RRBs to maintain a minimum prescribed capital to risk-weighted assets ratio (CRAR) of 9%. A strong capital structure and minimum required level of CRAR will ensure financial stability of RRBs, which will enable them to play a greater role in financial inclusion and meeting the credit requirements of rural areas. About RRBs. RRBs are jointly owned by Government of India, the concerned state government and sponsored banks, with the issued capital shared in the proportion of 50%, 15% and 35% respectively. RRBs were set up with the objective to provide credit and other facilities, especially to the small and marginal farmers, agricultural laborers, artisans and small entrepreneurs in rural areas for development of agriculture, trade, commerce, industry and other productive activities. Facts or prelims. The Regional Rural Banks Ordinance was promulgated in September 1975, which was replaced by the Regional Rural Banks Act 1976. What's important? For prelims, RRBs. For mains, RRBs need significance and the need for recapitalization. Sources: The Hindu. Topic: IP-related issues. World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO treaties. Context: Cabinet approves accession to WIPO Copyright Treaty 1996 and WIPO Performance and Phonograms Treaty 1996. The treaties extend coverage of copyright to the Internet and digital environment. Meeting the demand of the copyright industries, the treaties will help India to enable creative right holders enjoy the fruit of their labor through international copyright system that can be used to secure a return on the investment made in producing and distributing creative works, to facilitate international protection of domestic rights holder by providing them level playing field in other countries, as India already extends protection to foreign works through the International Copyright Order, and these treaties will enable Indian right holders to get reciprocal protection abroad, to instill confidence and distribute creative works in digital environment with return on investment, and to spur business growth and contribute to the development of a vibrant creative economy and cultural landscape. WIPO Copyright Treaty. It came in force on March 6, 2002 and has been adopted by 96 contracting parties till date, and is a special agreement under Berne Convention for Protection of Literary and Artistic Works. It has provisions to extend the protection of copyrights contained therein to the digital environment. Further, it recognizes the rights specific to digital environment of making work available to address on demand and other interactive modes of access. WIPO Performances and Phonograms Treaty. It came in force on May 28, 2002 and has 96 contracting parties as its members. WPPD deals with rights of two kinds of beneficiaries, particularly in digital environment: I performers, actors, singers, musicians, etc. I producers of phonograms, sound recordings. The treaty empowers right owners in the negotiations with new digital platforms and distributors. It recognizes moral rights of the performers for the first time and provides exclusive economic rights to them. Both the treaties provide framework for creators and right owners to use technical tools to protect their works and safeguard information about their use, i.e. protection of technological protection measures (TPMs) and rights management information (RMI). About WIPO. The World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO is one of the 17 specialized agencies of the United Nations. It was created in 1967 to encourage creative activity, to promote the protection of intellectual property throughout the world. It has currently 188 member states, administers 26 international treaties, and is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. Non-members are the States of Marshall Islands, Federated States of Micronesia, Nauru, Palau, Solomon Islands, South Sudan and Timor-Leste. Palestine has observer status. India is a member of WIPO and party to several treaties administered by WIPO. What's important? For prelims, WIPO and its treaties. For mains, National Intellectual Property Rights IPR policy AV, its significance for India. Sources: The Hindu. Facts or prelims. Agartala Airport rename. Context. Cabinet approves renaming the Agartala Airport. Trigger as Maharaja Birdbhai Ram Manakya Kishore Airport, Agartala. Background, Maharaja Birdbhai Ram Manakya Kishore, who ascended the throne of the erstwhile Tripura princely state in 1923, was an enlightened and benevolent ruler. Agartala Airport was constructed in 1942 on the land donated by Maharaja Birdbhai Ram Manakya Kishore. Controvari. What is it? It is a mobile application Controvari developed by CMPI, Ranchi, a subsidiary of CIDL and Bhaskar Institute of Space Application and Geoinformatics BISAG. Controvari is a tool for reporting any activity taking place related to illegal coal mining like rat hole mining, pilferage, etc. One can upload geotagged photographs of the incident along with textual information directly to the system.